I'm 𝗓𝗄𝗄𝗄𝗄, a recognized thought leader in the Microsoft Dynamics community and a Microsoft MVP for business applications. Welcome to the Get Your New View podcast. Keep listening to learn how we work with frustrated Business Central and NAV users who struggle to use their system and find the answers that they need. We teach them to truly understand how the system can support their business processes to make immediate and lasting improvements. As a result, they get more done in less time, make better business decisions, and even love their system. Let's talk about how much time your team is going to need to participate. It's probably one of the most common questions that we get from people because, of course, you've got a plan for them to get their regular work done and participate in this process. So there are two ways to involve your team. And while both are acceptable ways to do it, one is far more successful than the others. So I'm going to tell you about both. We already know that we start with our prioritized list of pain points, and based on that, we develop an agenda for the week so that we can discuss all of the areas needed during the time that we spend on the assessment process. Some companies want to have all the functional area team members involved in the assessment process, and I will tell you that this is not the way to do it. Think about it for just a minute. How hard is it to reach a decision when you have 10 people involved? Pretty hard. Hard to get 10 people to agree on something. And what about 5 people? A little bit easier. And what about 2? Probably a lot easier. What about 1? So what happens when some of those people are not able to see the big picture for your company? And what happens when you have some of those people who are change averse? I've even had some of these assessments where people became afraid for their jobs because there was a consultant there asking about efficiency. This is definitely not how we want to do this. Companies who have successful assessments will select a core team to participate in the process at the beginning, and the people selected should have the following qualities. They should, first of all, understand how the company processes should work. Not necessarily how they do work, but how they should work. What is the end result that we're trying to get to? What is the real goal behind those business processes? They should certainly be people who have a say in what could be done differently. So this is not the time to involve your most junior hire in this process. We need to have people who are willing to have a voice and are going to be listened to. We need to have people involved in the assessment who know that evaluation is going to help them, not hurt them. It's one of the most unfortunate parts of having a consultant come in is that people become afraid for their jobs, and there should be no reason for this. So all of the people who are being evaluated in this particular assessment process, we're trying to figure out how to eliminate frustration, how to improve efficiency, how to be able to have them doing things that really utilize their real talents and not things like duplicate manual entry or filing of paperwork. So we want to know that evaluation is going to help them to do their jobs better and to enjoy their jobs more. We should have people who are motivated to make things better. There's plenty of people out there, I'm sure you've seen them, who are absolutely happy with the status quo and really don't want things to change at all. So we need people who are motivated to make things better. We certainly need people who are bigger picture thinkers. So who understands the big picture at your company? And who understands how their job fits in with other jobs? How do those different departments work together? And when people do things wrong in one area, how much more wrong shows up in the next department down the line? And how can we avoid that? How can we make the process smooth for everybody, front to finish? Ultimately, we really are looking for people who are supportive of change in general. A group that is made up of those type of people is going to move along much faster through the assessment process. They're going to identify more potential for improvement, and they're going to have a better result. Overall, an assessment that is only looking at finance areas should be accomplished in 1 to 2 days. For companies who are distributors or manufacturers who use a lot of integrated software to their ERP, that should take longer, somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 to 5 days. Why does having a small group of stakeholders in this process help so much. The thing that comes out of this is those people who are involved in the assessment really become your champions of change at your company. They already buy in to the upcoming changes because they're going to be addressing specific pain points that they experience in their initial list of priorities. So think about this just for a bit. If you were to embark on a review of your processes, who would be the people that you want to include? It's a good time to take out your pen and paper and make that list. Put that together with your list of priorities and some of the other things that we've talked about. Who are your company's champions of change? Who are the people who understand the big picture and how all of the moving parts work together and are motivated to make things better? So take a look at that list. That should be your list of people who are champions of change. As you think about this and who you would involve, I would bet you're getting a little more excited about the idea of having a business process assessment. This isn't something that just one person should have to do either. A small team is absolutely a great idea, as you can bounce ideas off of each other, help each other to remember things, maybe debate a little. We love a good debate. But as you're thinking about who could be your champions of change and how that would fit into the assessment process and that you could get it done relatively quickly, I'd love to have you contact us. Super easy. Just send us a quick email to info@getyournewview.com, and we'll set up a quick 30-minute call to talk about what a business process assessment could do for your company. In our next episode, we're going to talk about what you will learn as a result of your business process assessment. Did your team ever really get good training to understand how to use your business software? Do you think you could use more features of your software if you just knew how? Are you frustrated with inefficiency that never seems to get better? Do you suspect that there just has to be a better way, but you don't know what that is? We believe every company can benefit from increased efficiency and higher utilization of their software, and that it's possible to have fun while learning exactly how to do that. The experts at NewView Strategies work with frustrated Business Central and NAV users who struggle to use their system and find the answers they need. We teach them to truly understand how the system can support their business processes to make immediate and lasting improvements. As a result, they get more done in less time, make better decisions, and even love their system. Please contact us at getyournewview.com to get started.